Yo guys, what is up? What's going on? So today I'm going to be installing the Blackvue 900-S 2-channel dash cam. And if you saw my unboxing from before, you know that this is Blackvue's 4K resolution dash camera. And it's front and back. If you've been following me now since at least the past year, you will however know that last year I installed the Blackvue DR900-S, which is up there. As well, that is a front and rear 2-channel dash cam. So there's the front one. Then moving into the back, the rear camera I have mounted right there. Now when I installed it, I mounted it up at the top before, but I found that the wing in the back was blocking like a good portion of the view. So I moved it right there, and so far it's been doing good. I like that spot quite a bit. So a big thank you to Blackvue for sending me out their newest 4K dash cam that came out this year. We'll take a closer look at what's in the box if you missed the unboxing. It's pretty simple. We've got the front camera right here, and then the rear camera, which is obviously smaller, right here. And then beneath that is all of our wiring. Now, this doesn't include the PWR-RA Pro hardwire kit. The standard dash cam, when you buy it, just comes with the 12-volt outlet plug-in. So if you want to hardwire it, I'll show you guys that after. But for now, because I have the 750 already, this install is going to be super easy. I'm not sure about the 650. It might work. Someone maybe can try that and leave a comment below. But basically, if you're familiar with how the Blackvues work, is there's a ring on the end of the camera here, and I'll try to take it off. This is the mounting ring basically. So you can actually just take this ring off, and there we go. So this is what mounts the Blackvue front cameras into your car, and as you can see on the new 900-S, it has a gold bezel on it, which looks really, really nice. But because I already have the 750, all I have to do is literally pop this into that mount. If I wanted to have that gold bezel and look really fancy, which I don't know, in my opinion, you'll never really ever see it because the camera's on there, you could do that. But I'm gonna just keep this one aside in case I ever need it. But for my install, all I have to do is pop this into place of the 750. And then same goes with the rear camera. You've got this bracket that just slides off like this. And then you can slide that camera into place. Before I put this all in though, I'm gonna show you guys how I have it all wired up, and then I'll pop these in because it's really easy. So going over here to my driver's side, right? This is kind of where everything is, and I'll try to turn the exposure up for you to see here. But basically right here is my PWR-RA Pro box. I've got all the wiring tucked up behind the dash here, but if I open up the fuse panel, so as you can see here on my fuse panel, I've got two ATA fuses tapped into existing fuses. Now the top one is for my ignition, so anytime I turn the car on, the dash cam comes on. The bottom one is connected to my locks, so there's always power, going to the door locks to control unlocking or locking the car. Now basically, right now my car is off, but if I want the dash cam to be running, all I have to do is flick this switch on the PWR-RA Pro, and the dash cam up there will come on after a few seconds. So as you can see, the Blackvue came on right away, but the car's turned off. So the PWR-RA Pro isn't ultimately meant to be turned on all of the time. And I've learned that through draining my battery. You can control the voltage with these switches for when you want the camera to turn on and off at a certain voltage. But I still find it doesn't work amazingly, and oftentimes it will drain it just so low, and if it's cold out, the battery just won't start. So what I do is anytime I'm going somewhere and I'm leaving my car parked outside, so if I'm at a friend's house and I'm parked on the street, or at the grocery store or somewhere like that, I'll just flick that switch on as I'm getting out of my car, and the dash cam will stay running while I'm inside wherever I am. Now I've done this and I left the car for like 6 or 7 hours at a time, and it's always worked great. You come back and your dash cam has been recording the whole time, and front and back because we have the back dash cam. Now if you're wondering about how it's all wired up, check out the 750 install. But like I showed you, it's those two ATA fuses, which is super easy. And I just tucked all the wiring up here, across the headliner to connect to the front dash cam. And then the other wire comes back across the headliner, up through the side, all the way to the back there. And then that wire comes all the way down here. I've got it going down in here, tucked along the back, and then it's powering the dash cam right there. So because of how I already have the 750, this install is going to be a breeze. I'll go and get the front camera put in place. Now it's important to note that on the bottom of the dash cam is the password to the Wi-Fi. So you might want to take a photo of that so that when you're connecting it later on, you can do so. Also, don't forget to put the micro SD card in the back side here. It just pops into place there. So it's very easy. I'm going to just basically unplug the DR750 up top here, just like that. Push it on the mount, slide the 750 out. And then I'll take the DR900 and just pop it into place like that, and it clicks. And you can rotate it. It's so easy. And then we'll plug all the wires back in. And there we go. And then we'll go do the same with the rear camera basically. Now I've got the rear camera installed back in place. The rear was actually a bit more difficult than the front, just because the wire is kind of tricky to pull out. So now that I've got the front installed and the rear installed, I can go down here to my PowerMagic Pro and turn that on. If you weren't hardwiring it, you would just run the wire down and plug it into the 12-volt outlet like this, or in the middle there.
Initializing SD card. Please do not disconnect the power.
So with any of the Blackvue cameras, when they first start up, they initialize and format the micro SD card. So you gotta just wait for it to do that. And now it's done.
Starting normal recording.
And there we go. It's working, it's on. I can see the light is on the rear camera and on the front as well. So I'll quickly show you guys how to get the app and the Wi-Fi set up for the dashcam. What you need to do is go into your Wi-Fi settings and connect to the Blackvue 900-S dashcam there. And then it needs the password. So that is why I mentioned to take a photo of it before, because you can't actually see the password once the dashcam's in place. So you will want to refer to that. Once you've got the password set, you can join the network. And now it's connected. So now we can go over here to the Blackvue app right here. And then click Blackvue Wi-Fi. It'll connect. And now if we want to see like old clips, we can watch them here, or if we just want to see a live view, we can click this one down here, and now we can see actually what the dashcam looks like. And it's a little bit too low. I can see a lot of the dash, so I'm going to adjust the cam just slightly.
Audio recording off.
Looks quite a bit better. We can see the hood but not the whole dash. Now if I click the button down here, I can switch to the rear view mode, and I can see the rear. And again, I can see a little bit too much of the rear deck. So I'm gonna go back there and turn that up just slightly. There we go. Check the camera. Perfect, that looks much better. Within the app, there are a ton of settings that you can customize on these cameras. everything about the video recording, the timestamps, the sensitivity, your LED lights if you want like one to be on when it's recording, if you want kind of like a security light that shows it's recording, or if you want it to be stealth, you can turn all the lights off, the notifications like the alert and the event notifications, and then the G impact detection, which I turn way down because opening and closing doors I found often triggers an event, so I turned it down quite a bit. And then there is the cloud network, which to do this you have to connect the dash cam to your phone, to your network, and it runs through that, and it can store the footage up onto a cloud for you, which isn't too, it's not targeted for individuals like me, it's more so for like fleet vehicles or taxis or Uber. So when I want to turn the camera off, I just flip the switch off, and now it will shut off. Alright guys, so that is the install on the DR900-S. If you already have a Blackvue camera set up, it's super easy to do. It took less than 10 minutes to get them swapped out. If you don't already have a Blackvue dash cam, the PowerMagic Pro install doesn't take that long. It literally took me about an hour. In the top right corner here, I'll have a little link that you can click to see my old video installing the 750 and hardwiring it with the PowerMagic Pro. Again, big thank you to Blackvue for the opportunity to partner up with them. If you guys are interested in checking out the DR900-S or picking it up, I'll have a link down below in the description. If you have any questions or comments about the camera setup or anything like that, feel free to leave a comment and I'll do my best to answer it. And for now, I'll just give you guys some example footage of the dash cam. It's gonna be converted down from 4K to 1080 because this only records in 1080, but I'll have some examples up in 4K for you really soon to check out. Thanks so much for watching guys, as always, and I hope you're having a great day or night, whatever it is where you are.